morning, folks. I want to share with you a devotion with two people that are in our music team. I just happened to be coming by, and they were out here on the picnic tables just enjoying themselves and enjoying God's creation. And with all that's going on in the world, I wanted to ask their opinion and kind of get a younger perspective on what's taking place. And so I asked Amelia here, and what is your take on what's going on? And she responded, and so tell me what you thought of me.
Yeah, so I've been listening to It Is Well by Bethel a lot this morning, and honestly, with everything going on in our world right now, how do you find wellness in your soul? I guess was a big question that I had for myself, and I guess it's just really, how do you cope with what's going on? How do you apply where God is, or where the presence is, and just how you can find that wellness in your soul?
So what I hear you saying is, regardless of what's going on, it is well with my soul. You've got to still maintain your own peace with God. Is that kind of where we're
Yeah, I mean, we can't let everybody else's actions get in the way of our own daily life, and let it really distract us from why we're here and our purpose.
In other words, you can't make this, you can't derail from what God's called you to do to get totally obsessed by something else.
Right.
Not that you're ignoring it, but nevertheless you're still wanting to stay true to who you are.
Right.
So that's what I hear you saying.
Yeah.
But Junior, you was just sharing something about loving people, and what was that all about?
Yeah, so I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff going on social media and stuff, and what the media portrays and stuff, and I think all that is misviewed by people who actually do love other people, and that's one of the things I think that we could do better at in terms of loving one another and not caring of the race or the color or who says what, but loving them no matter what. So I think that's
So
what we could do better.
kind of chiming in with what Amelia's saying is about, as Christians, we're supposed to demonstrate to the world who we are by our love one towards another.
Right.
And if we start acting like the world's acting and being violent and all these other kind of things, and showing lack of love, then we jump on a train that's not godly.
Right.
And so just loving everybody and continuing to love, not ignoring it, and not ignoring injustice, but still saying, I've got to be true to Christ and I've got to love other people. I mean, that's kind of what
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
where you going with on that. But so where would you take us from here? I mean, you were saying it's well with my soul, and it is. We want to do that, but what would be loving other people? But what would be how should we express this in a concrete way to all this stuff? You got an answer for that?
I mean, it's definitely a hard question. I think that just embracing everybody, making sure everyone feels like they've been heard, just being there as a community, definitely our church community, as everything is starting to reopen back up, just building that up, and just listening and being there for each other. And,
awesome. Yeah. I think what you said, what I picked up on is, sometimes when people don't feel like anybody's listening, and maybe it promotes a lot of violence, because somebody's saying, I've got to do something for people to listen. And as we as Christians, they know that we're hearing them, and we're listening, and we care, and that we're going to do something, that we're going to do whatever we can. But the greatest thing we can do, first of all, is to pray and pray for them and show them love, that we're not that way, and we're not going to choose a violent path. We're going to choose a path of love and demonstrate that that's the most powerful path there is. I mean, William Wilberforce, it was the guy in England that stopped slavery, and it just about cost him his life. His whole dedication was for that purpose, and it was all about Jesus, and it was all about love, and yet he stopped one of the most unjust industries and things that have ever happened on the face of the earth. And so who knows what God would call either one of you to do, but it starts out by just loving God and loving other people.
Yeah, if you have love, you have nothing.
That's right. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you for allowing us to invade your time.
No worries, all good.
And we'll let you go back to practice.
All right, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.